Hey guys, I'm Natalie Hodge. Welcome to SnapComms, where we bring you news in a snap. In today's news, public schools across the territory officially commence online classes on September 21st. Minister for Education, Culture, Youth Affairs, Fisheries and Agriculture, Dr. the Honorable Natalio D. Whitley, said most of the private schools in the territory are currently open and training for educators have been ongoing during this week. These sessions, he said, will focus on the online platforms for the 2020-2021 school year, which include Power School and Google Classroom for assessment, evaluations, and lesson planning. The minister reported that Cabinet recently approved the framework for the reopening of schools, which recognized that with the ongoing pandemic and the need for physical distancing, various scenarios had to be considered. The framework, he said, led towards a hybrid of online and physical learning. Honorable Whitley gave the assurance that the reopening of schools physically will be reviewed fortnightly with reports to Cabinet by the ministry. He implored parents to ensure that students are engaged in the current schooling system, as it is a human right that they are afforded as well as a requirement of the Education Act. Realizing the challenges that come with COVID-19 and access to technologies such as devices and internet, the theme for the 2020-2021 school year is Educating All in Changing Times. Orientation for schools began on Monday, September 14th and continues through Friday, September 18th. Parents will be notified of specific dates for orientations and are to contact their child's school for further information. For more information on the 2020-2021 school year, contact the Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth Affairs, Fisheries and Agriculture at 468-4949. Up next, Joint Task Force receives equipment to enhance border patrol. The Joint Task Force will be receiving a donation of critical maritime security equipment from the Governor's Office in support of its work to protect the territory's borders. The first package, which arrived in the territory, contains maritime binoculars and life preservers. This will be shortly followed by shipments which contain state-of-the-art night vision goggles and GPS devices. His Excellency the Governor, Mr. Augustus Jasper, said this support means that more law enforcement officers will be able to conduct marine patrols, where they will be equipped with the latest technology to spot and deter illegal entries into the BVI. This will help protect against the spread of COVID-19 and safeguard public health. Acting Commissioner of Police, Mr. Alwyn James, said he welcomed the much-needed equipment that will provide for the safety of officers and enhance the ability of the team to do the job more effectively, especially in the COVID-19 era of protecting our borders and communities. The maritime security equipment will be transferred to the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force and the Customs Marine team after the Joint Task Force no longer requires it. The Joint Task Force is a collaboration between officers of the Immigration Department, Her Majesty's Customs, and the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force. This task force was developed in response to COVID-19 to maintain the security and integrity of the territory's borders and to provide effective enforcement of curfew requirements while giving visible reassurance to communities. For more on this and other stories from the Government of the Virgin Islands, visit bvi.gov.vg. That's it for today, guys. I'm Natalie Hodge, signing off. Be sure to tune in every Tuesday and Thursday to SnapComms, where we bring you news in a snap.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Twitter, and Facebook at BVI Government and Instagram at GISBVI.
SnapComms is brought to you by the Disaster Recovery Coordinating Committee, Government of the Virgin Islands.